Taurus, it's your girl Merch, the Big Body Bench. Run, tell them. The Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. I popped in to see what's good with you, Taurus. To do a what's going on with you reading, where I tap into the different parts of you to see what's going on with those energies, okay? Let's just pray. Throat chakra going crazy. You rule the throat. Throat chakra going crazy as soon as I get up in your energy. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, spirit animals, source, God, universe. Please allow me to tap in with my Tauruses. Wherever they have Taurus in their chart, if this reading is for them, may it find them, Spirit. Please protect this space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. Taurus. I feel like you've been getting a lot off of your chest lately. That 222 is going crazy. It's called Everybody Be Quiet. Everyone be quiet. And I feel like it's impossible. Okay, starting with all of the different energies inside of you. But I feel like a lot of chitter chatter, a lot of outside noise. Okay? Your higher self. What's your higher self doing? I pulled from the Twin Tarot on your higher self, your lower self, your inner child, your inner divine masculine, your inner divine feminine. At the bottom of the deck is the overall energy for what your soul is feeling or what your soul has to say to you. Okay? Your higher self is out here in the Temperance card. And in this Twin Tower Oracle, there are two of every card in this deck, two of every major arcana. You have the Temperance card in what I call its lower form. Okay? You have it in its higher self and its lower self. Okay? The white at the bottom is in its higher self. The purple at the bottom is in its lower self. I'll show you what I mean. Okay? This would be the Temperance card in its higher self. This would be the Temperance card in its lower self. Okay? Before your higher self, you pulled this Temperance card. And so I feel your higher self struggling a bit with a few things. Overall energy is struggling to maintain balance, very much aware that things are two and two. 212, angel number 212 is real loud with two in a room and one like, okay? Yeah, as you come in, please hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with someone that you love, someone who needs it. But yeah, your higher self feeling really out of balance, knowing balance needs to be restored, fully wanting it, fully prepared for whatever it takes. It could be really hard, and I feel like in having taken the steps for your transformation or to restore balance, to change make whatever adjustments need to be made, but are struggling with some of the people in your life, okay? People whose decisions ultimately affect you, whether y'all live together, y'all are family, y'all are in relationship, they're your children, with you, whatever it is, okay? You work with them. If there being a lot, your higher self being like, yo, this is a lot for anyone to take on. Some of you have been doing your best to take the high road for a really long time, okay? Doing your best to take the high road for a really long time, and somewhere along the way, you encounter people and situations that absolutely won't let you. And then you realize you've been a little out of balance because some of you have been trying too fucking hard to operate in that love and light. And your shadow's like, nah, they don't respond to this, or this isn't going to work. I can't take the peaceful route. I can't look the other way. I can't turn the cheek. I can't just block them or ignore them. They're relentless. They're not going to stop. They're going to keep coming. They're going to keep knocking on my door. They're going to keep reaching out to the people that I love. They're going to keep on. Okay? And so for some of you, you've taken on this burden and you're completely out of balance for it. Also, I feel like there being a lot of situations that you have been alchemizing to the best of your abilities so that you can make the best out of them, see the fucking silver lining in them, and it's really hard for you to do that at this point. Or the energy just isn't conducive, or spirit is telling you, nah. If you keep doing this, if you keep people pleasing, if you keep letting people play with you this way, you're going to keep getting the same results. So what you going to do about it? And for some of you, again, this is family. For a lot of you, this is your children. Because here I am, though, with this lower self. The lower self is the Sun card in reverse. Okay? The Sun card in reverse, and it's the Sun card that would be in its lower self with the Empress out here in reverse. This is ultimately the Empress in her higher self, but she's in reverse. So for the lower self, I feel like for some of you, motherhood or mothering grown ass fucking people got you resentful as shit. got you really annoyed, got you really angry, really trying to get certain people to take accountability, take more responsibility, play their role, do what they're supposed to do, play your position, because it's exhausting trying to play mine and yours. Okay? That energy, some of you are not feeling really creative at all, are really struggling because you're not creating the opportunities for yourself that you want, or the opportunities that you've created for yourself aren't thriving the way that you would like them to be or at the pace you would like them to be. Okay, so, you know, I feel like your shadow being a bit discouraged. I also really feel like your shadow being a bit threatened by anybody else wanting to be in a leadership position or be the empress, okay, or the emperor, to be the dominant, to be the boss, to be the leader. You don't want for anyone to not look at you in that position. You struggle to look at others in that position. Okay, but if you're not producing a certain amount of content, or if your creativity isn't at an all-time high, or if your money isn't flowing the way that you want, then you don't feel this way inside, and then you feel really threatened by anyone who challenges you this way. Very much feeling very threatened by anyone who challenges your position. But also there is something about ungrateful children just bringing the absolute worst out of you, or disrespectful children, or even children, for some of you, who can't respect your need for space, or the space you need to work or to rest, either to work or after work. I need a little time after work, or I need time to work. I need space. I need y'all to be able to play by yourselves. It being a problem, and I feel there being some nastiness that comes out, some anger, some aggression. Some of you could be dealing with Aries energy. Either you have Aries in your chart, or you're dealing with an Aries. Okay, the inner child's energy is so interesting to me. Transformation out here. This is the Death card, and I really feel like the relationship that a lot of you have had with your inner child, where you can see with your shadow, your inner child isn't creating. It kind of feels like your inner child's been a bit naughty, been causing a bit of havoc, been wrecking havoc. And I feel like fighting with people, your inner child and their inner children fighting, even fighting, coming down to the children's level and fighting with them on their level, even though you're not supposed to be. And your inner child even being like, yo, this is exhausting, or I don't like how I feel after, or I don't feel so lovable afterwards. I want to be better. I want to be less reactive. I genuinely want to heal. What I think is incredible is how fucking self-aware your inner child is, Taurus. And for a lot of you, this comes from the amount of trauma that you've endured. As children, your inner child is super aware of their feelings and of other people's feelings. I feel like you have been incredibly intuitive and empathic your whole life, but also being in an environment where people's mood swings, switch often, or you never know whether they're going to be high or they're going to be depressed or really angry, you know, has had you hyper aware of others and their needs all your life, and has prepared you to be a people pleaser all your life. The inner child in you was like, I'm done taking care of everybody. I really want someone to take care of me. I really just want to have fun. Hi, I love all of you. I am doing my best to not break my concentration with these downloads, but I'm trying to read these messages. It's a big gift to receive such an understanding when nobody listens. Like, you save lives. It's an honor to be here for you, beloved. Truly, truly. Yeah. And so it's, and you talk about saving lives, but I feel like, Taurus, you've saved a lot of lives. You've been there for a lot of people in ways that they can't be there for you. And for the majority of you, for all of you really, it is your inner children who have been saving people this way, showing up for people, mothering people, taking care of people. Some of you may have even been told that you've had an old soul your whole life. Okay, the divine masculine energy within, whether this is for my divine masculines or the divine masculine within my feminines. Okay, okay. You have the wheel of fortune in its lower self in reverse. So really, confirming that in reversed energy, that inverted energy. I feel like being extremely tired, having to be strong, having to make all of the executive decisions. Some of you are struggling with making peace with the fact that you lack some executive skills, executive functioning skills. You know, it's really hard for you to lead. Um, the way that you want. For some of you, it's because if for those of you who have businesses, it was started intuitively. It was started from a place of passion, your creativity, you really loving it. This is why this energy is in reverse now, and a bit of being bitter or angry about it as well, with that shadow energy coming through, because it's the masculine who has to lead business in some way, but it was the feminine who created it all along. That's why divine feminine is actually out here as the emperor, but we'll get there. So it was your feminine energy that created it, and then all of a sudden, here comes the masculine one to take over and take credit, and doesn't even understand the formula, or you can't rush through, power through everything. You have to feel in order to be successful. Feel yourself and feel others. You have to be in tune. You can't run over them and their feelings and their emotions. Some of you have been, so you know, for some of you people have been kind of patient with that for a long time, but you can't do that now in your line of work, or you're no longer going to be as successful as you've been if you don't get more in tune with them. People 11:11, people kind of feeling like they used to have a soul connection with you, and they feel really out of touch because of your emotions. But also from my feminines having to be in their masculine energy, and for my divine masculines, it feeling like the weight of the world has been on your fucking shoulders, and you don't know what the hell you're gonna do about it. Not feeling like the boss or the leader that you really want to be. Okay, and not having the answers to your problems when others continue to call on you has been weighing on you. Okay, but also I feel like my masculines are struggling with this change that their higher selves know. The feminine energy is embracing this change for balance to be restored, and the masculine is struggling with it. Okay, me and my Taurus been through ups and downs, but I release our old mistakes, and hopefully she does the same when she comes home. I feel trying to be a better person and not being balanced in my life, and I had to fight back, and it's been an interesting place. Yeah. Let this be the confirmation that you're in fact in alignment, because some of you have been having to kind of show up a lot uglier than you fucking want to in order to get that balance to be restored, you know. And I just feel the divine being on the other end, like, job well done. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, whatever needs to be removed, whatever blockages need to be removed are being removed. Problem is the masculine energy has been kind of showing this up this way with feminine energy. Now, for my divine feminines, they being in a space of being so strong and such a strong leader for such a long time, but I feel like it not being in your nature, and on the surface looking like you have it all together and struggling beneath the surface. So you are dying for this balance to be restored. You would love for some extra fucking help to come in, okay? Waiting for divine masculine to get his shit together and stop freaking out about finally needing to be the leader. It's all good when you don't actually have to lead, or it's all good when you don't actually have to put into action all of the words that you said. And I feel divine masculine not being honest about how much he's freaking out about how much life changes when more people require more out of him, or when there's more responsibility on him. Okay, or even needing to be honest with himself that he's never taken on all of the right. There's something about solid or very clear gender roles at this point. You know, your energy is giving, let the women be women, let the men be men. You know, wherever everybody falls in between, obviously we love and we hold space for, but that's the energy that's coming through. Or let the feminine be the feminine in the connection, let the masculine be the masculine. Very defined gender roles within y'all connections, your lives, your partnerships, whatever. Okay? I feel divine feminine saying, I want to be soft, and she don't know how. And the masculine is too damn soft, and he don't know how to be tougher, but he want to be tougher. And then he be puffing his chest out. And it's like, I want to feel like the man. I don't really know how. And the feminine is like, I could teach you, I could show you, I could make you feel like the man, but that shit starts within you, otherwise it's fake. And as soon as you can't keep up with that facade, you're going to turn me off. Wow. Okay, I said what I said. And then your overall energy for this soul, your soul message out here is the World card with the Hermit underneath. Okay, and then the Emperor out here in his lower self, and the Lovers in reverse. So I just feel like your soul being like, yo, I know it's this cycle as it's been is over. I know it's this transition, this transformation is a bit rough on all of us up in here, but We ready, we prepare, we have the wisdom, we know what's on the other side. We've been waiting for this. This is long overdue. A lot of my single divine feminines, y'all are waiting on your divine masculine. You are so ready for him. You are tired. Some of you, I'm tired of not having a father for my children. I'm tired of being the more active parent. Okay, I'm ready to manifest someone's gonna love me, love my children, want to come in here and take care of me. And it doesn't mean that you just sit around and not do anything. No, so I could be free to create and figure out what I want to do, who I want to be next. Feels really good. Okay, right? Your higher self with this Temperance card and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, I feel like literally turning your cheek and saying yes to everything. There has to be more balance. Here you are with the scales in your hands too. Okay, I'm not, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I might say yeah to you, and I'm saying no to you. And before I would have felt bad, before I would have been affected by the psychic attacks that come from those who feel entitled. And when I tell them no, they get mad at me, the things that they say or they think about me. But I'm protecting myself from that. I really don't even care. I might say yes to you because you deserve it, and no to you because you don't. And that's how I'm gonna restore some balance. Okay, your lower self out here. Wow. Your lower self out here, man, is on one. I'm gonna be honest, way too many cards fell out, and I feel like there's gonna be some sort of arguments or explosions or, you know, letting someone fucking have it, emotional outbursts, even fights. Okay? But I feel like when it's all said and done, you know, there being a lot of feeling really bad about an emotional outburst, feeling really bad about being as sad or depressed or angry about something or worn. Okay? I feel like being worn down in some way. Can you see why I'm so? Because I don't know why they're not saying thank you. Right? But this energy kid as I clarify. Watch for this, okay? Watch for this. I feel like not feeling respected or not feeling like I'm helped enough. They feel the fucking wrath of Taurus, the wrath of the mother. So you could be dealing with Virgo energy because everybody's gonna respect me, help me, support me, okay? Because everything I do is for y'all. Letting them have energy. I ain't even gonna lie. It does, you know? It feels like complete chaos. All of y'all stop. I can hear all of y'all. Cut it out. Everyone. Anyway, the inner child out here with the nut wands in reverse. I don't want to come to nobody's aid. I don't want to take action. I don't want to hop to. I don't want to be. There's something about, like, I feel like the inner child when someone walks in and they're angry, they're upset. They even use a really strong tone in some way that you hop to, or you know, you're hyper aware of how they feel. You need something. Can I do something? Can I tend to this? Okay, a lot of walking on eggshells in a way you don't want to walk on eggshells. The inner child doesn't want to walk on eggshells anymore. But also the inner child doesn't want to be as fucking reactive and fight anymore. Because the inner child feels really connected to the shadow. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be in this dark energy. I don't want to be taken here anymore. I'm exhausted. I want to be a child. So you need to be very intentional to have days where you don't do nothing but be a child. Don't take on any responsibilities on your day off. So around and play, eat ice cream for breakfast. I don't give a shit what you do, but your inner child, like I've never gotten to be a child. Some of you were already acting as adults when you were a kid, you know? You never gotten to be a child. It's time. You know, and some of you have been acting out or been really destructive behavior. It's really your inner teen who's being really destructive. Some of you could have been young parents, okay? You didn't really get to do all you wanted as a teen, so now you're drinking or you're partying or, you know, sleeping with multiple people, or you're with people you're not supposed to be, or, you know, not really caring about people. This is your inner teen, but your inner child is like, I want to be young. You're too old for me. I want to be young. I want to be innocent. I just want to play. I just want to be loved. I want to be safe. I don't want to put myself in harm's way. I don't want to be super rebellious. That's inner teenager shit. I want to be the inner teen. I mean the inner child. Do with that what you will. Like divine masculine, I just feel like it has to find its courage, find its strength. Okay, very much in tune with his higher self, getting his downloads, trying to work it out, trying to restore balance. Okay, trying to really master the art of alchemy the way the divine feminine has. Okay, doesn't want everything to be on divine feminine anymore, on the Queen of Pentacles anymore. I say divine feminine, the Empress, as we pull the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. But this is how you know she stays her finest self, her sexiest self, her softest self for him. How she makes him, this version of her makes him feel like the fucking man. But when she got to show up as the boss, as the mother and the nurturer and the boss and the leader, he feel like a little boy. He don't feel like the man. He don't feel like the emperor. Okay? He wants her to be able to be on her bad bitch energy. Something he fantasizes about, okay? But also a man, that type of environment, they're never going to get that type of woman, okay? To me, this is your own masculine energy going, I'm looking for, I want to be able to be this for myself so that my feminine energy could feel soft. You know, some of you, my Tauruses who've been in this, my Taurus feminines who have been, divine feminines who've been in this masculine energy, some of you have been showing up in your toxic masculine energy when you feel like you have to assert yourself as a masculine. Masculine energy doesn't have to be as toxic or aggressive or screaming, nagging, you know, going off, exerting the way that you do. Wrestling, you still wrestle too much when you try to show up in your masculine energy, so it's really out of balance. That in part, when it comes to my divine feminine energies, y'all know y'all out of balance because y'all be trying to do too much, trying to assert yourself like a masculine when you're not supposed to. Doesn't work. See what I said? Okay? The hermit in reverse out here with the emperor too really feels like for the divine feminine energy, I don't want to be alone anymore. I don't want to isolate anymore. I feel like wanting to come out of this energy and try again, you know, to let someone in, let someone support me, you know, not have to be so strong, okay? The scariest thing is to let your guard down and let someone attempt to lead you or help you or take their advice, go in their direction, surrender to what they want to desire, and then regret it later. I never want to do that again. I never want to lose myself again, you know, but you won't, not with all that you've learned, okay? Not with all that you've been through. I also feel like my divine feminines needing to spend more time cleaning and cleansing themselves and their home, their insides, okay? Taking baths and shit and doing their hair rituals, but also their home. The cups out here for your soul. Your soul, baby, just pour into yourself, baby. More self-love. Love on yourself, baby. Okay, more natural juices, more smoothies, more water. Hydrate. Speak life and love into everything you're consuming. Okay, pour love into yourself, onto yourself, because write this out with the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck and the King of Swords, because you already know what this is. You already know what this is. You already know what we're doing. You already know how you about to level up. You already know what comes with this. You moving on up. This is part of the process. You know, your soul is extremely strong and knowledgeable. It feels really good. It feels like you're really in tune with yourself. You know yourself. Okay? Love this for you. If you want to come book a personal reading with me or send me a love donation, check me out on my Patreon. Okay, or shop my sacred store. Everything you need to know is in the description box below. Love you, Taurus. See you soon.